After a quick word from FanDuel, it is playoff time in the NBA and NHL. Baseball is in full
Cleveland
swing.
sports fans.
And
Are you tired of missing out on exclusive content and behind-the-scenes?
FanDuel is your place to bet on every game. Right now, new customers get $150 in bonus bets guaranteed. That's $150, win or lose. You can bet on everything from slap shots to home runs and slam dunks, all on an app that is safe, secure, and easy to use. So what are you waiting for? Visit FanDuel.com/UCSS and make your first bet an automatic win. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
I can't believe I'm disappointed Tyvis wasn't here for that director Steve blunder just now.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Well, I know. Well, Tyvis is going to make an appearance in a different way in a sec. We're going to welcome Mike Polk onto the show in about 15 minutes. So in anticipation and a lead-up to Mike Polk joining the show, we're going to look back at our 5 funniest moments in UCSS.
5 funniest.
Little top 5. This is the 5 funniest moments. We got the clips. We're going to relive some of our absolute favorites, and it starts
see who you pick
with a clip involving Tyvis and Bull. Steve, take 248 when you're ready. This is number 5.
Number 5.
In our 5 funniest moments in UCSS history.
Listen, I was out at the grocery store, and this lady walked up to me and said, "Oh my God, you're that guy who played that coach in that famous high school."
Yeah,
movie.
she's just a racist. She thinks all black people look alike. Come on now. What you look nothing like him.
Hey, bro, you didn't stop the trade.
And by the way, he's 40 years older than you.
Wow, what's Denzel doing in the Trader Joe's in Columbus? What are the odds?
Like,
He's 40 years older than you.
Come on now, you know that you probably was the only brother in the store. You was Denzel Washington, you was Jay-Z.
Michael Jordan.
Michael
You
Jordan.
see,
What are you doing here, man?
listen,
Michael.
me and my brother, we almost got the same beard.
Is that
going
Jesse
on. This is
Smollett?
in the family.
Faking them attacks.
That was a
We
good
should
one.
end the show there. We should just end the show right there.
Bulls down.
Bulls down.
Bulls down.
Hey, you can't go.
Hey,
Look at those sexy
Don't
Brooks,
laugh at
bro.
my own joke.
Look at those sexy Brooks right now getting some airtime.
It's an N1 mixtape. When somebody get a move off, throw the ball in the stands. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Oh, Bull down.
We done shout out.
Bull down. The best part of that is Bull just cracked himself up.
Like,
He was rolling
I
on the
cracked him
floor
in my own
on his
joke.
own
it's his
joke.
own joint.
But it was funny.
It's his own. Like when you get a highlight and your joint, that's your own joke, and it just tickle you to your soul.
Yeah.
That really means like you really felt that was the highest of all.
I mean,
high.
does anybody think Denzel Washington looks like Tyvis
Not at
Powell?
all.
Or
Tyvis
Tyvis
does.
looks like Denzel?
Nothing.
I don't
Stop.
see it either, but in Tyvis's mind,
Yeah.
he is Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
He's made that reference.
I mean, don't we all want to be Denzel Washington?
Hell yeah, who wouldn't?
Hey man, that's kind of wild.
I think I look more like Denzel Washington.
Well, I'm Brad Pitt then.
So
Like,
just so the people
like, what?
know, to compile these lists, everyone in the production team voted. We put together, we talked about it. So this was not just my opinion. This was a production team and EP Steve.
So it was the aggregate vote wins.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So number 4, this has gotten a lot of run on UCSS. And I wasn't sure exactly if one moment made this thing so funny, but the overall amount of laughs this clip has given us definitely makes it worthy of the number 4 spot. Steve?
All right.
And Tyvis, you got some explaining to do, bro.
Oh my God. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Wasn't even his driver.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
It gets better. Hold on.
Can I tell my story?
You missed the ball and threw your club.
Oh, so let me tell you the story.
Oh, so you were the celebrity that just hit the tee shot with all the
Yeah,
group.
with everybody that come to that hole,
Okay.
and they have to pay $50.
Right.
So it's like $50 you could with Tyvis to take a hit. So the guy comes up, I was like, listen, before you pay, I've never played golf before.
How you never play golf?
Cause I'm a football player. I ain't playing no golf. Basketball or baseball, so I'm not playing no golf. No.
Tyvis don't do nothing.
No.
Golf, drink,
No.
smoke.
So usually the people that do that on a golf course do drink.
Yeah, right.
Hold on, so let me finish telling the story.
He
So the
don't
guy
do none of that.
So the guy pays the $50 for me to golf. So I said, well, can I borrow your club and can I borrow the ball? He says, sure, go ahead.
That's another man's club. That's another man's club.
That might be one.
Oh
This is so much better than I ever thought it was.
So you bought somebody a driver.
No, it wasn't a driver. It was an 8-iron.
Oh, that was good.
That is all-time swing and a miss.
That was also the day we had Joe Jaravicius and we played Bro versus Joe, which is
that
another
was good,
all-time.
too.
That was one of the greatest segments we've ever done.
That was fire.
Bro versus Joe.
That was fire.
That was fantastic.
We done had a lot of good moments, man. Lot of highlights, man.
Yeah.
A lot of laughter in this.
Yes.
This next one comes from an interview. I don't think I would ever do this segment again, even though it was very funny, because I'm not sure it went over with the interviewee as well as it went over with us. Here's number 3.
Oh, I know.
Steve, let's take number 3.
Okay.
How about just hashtag D's?
Oh, yeah.
I get it. Oh, my God.
What are you doing here?
That's great.
Yeah, that needed
He's
a proper
laughing.
setup.
That means it's working. All right, 2 more, Coach.
Inappropriate.
Let's take the next one, Steve. How about
Yeah,
He
yeah.
already do it.
Buck naked.
This was all-time great.
And this is
my least favorite so
this is what a professional. This dude is
Do
known.
you have one of those 5 that is your favorite? Not that you're going to use it, but
I mean, Buckeyes is pretty good. I kind of
Buckeyes is
with
good.
that.
I like that. That's good.
I'm definitely not using D's.
God, I
These
wish
ain't
you
gonna
would,
make
though.
it.
Oh, my God.
I tell you, your status would automatically elevate. I mean, it would be getting 7 or 8 offers from the NFL every year then.
So it needed a little setup. That was Brian Hartline, the Buckeyes
Yeah.
receiver coach. And every time he lands a recruit, which is seemingly every other day, he would just tweet out the hands emoji, the prayer emoji.
Yeah.
And Mike, in one of the most brilliant segments you've ever devised,
Yes.
said, I've got 5 other suggestions that you can hashtag and you can put out, and everyone will know when you do this, you landed a big recruit.
Right.
And D's, I think that's the funniest thing we've ever done on our show.
That's crazy.
Hashtag D's.
Like
That, to me, I was done.
And he said this to
But they were all good.
He said this to a former football player and a coach at one of the most historic programs of all
Yes.
time.
Hashtag D's.
And you know what the best part about it was? I did have a text exchange with Brian after the segment, and he said he was trying not to laugh, but it
Yeah.
was the funniest damn thing he'd ever seen. But he knew it's not appropriate. You can't,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That makes me feel so much better.
Yeah, no, he enjoyed it. He liked it. But I think it was one of,
You ain't got that.
That was
that's
great.
your crowning moment.
You know what's so crazy? Y'all can do all the shows y'all want. They ain't got these moments. I don't know how they.
Yeah.
I don't know how they let they get that off. Well, I don't know who's co-signed this move, but this is crazy.
I lost it.
I appreciate Steve Becker. For
And that's
never
only
telling
number
me there's a
3?
line
That's
not to
3.
cross.
So
Yes.
what are the top 2 here?
So number
Yeah,
2.
I think that should be number 1.
Number two.
we got to see what number 2 and number 1 are. I don't know.
Number 2 comes from overtime. If you're not a member of
Wow,
this
this
Cleveland
is
Sports Show, this is a reason to become a member. We can't always promise moments like this.
Does it need a setup?
I like giving the setup afterwards because I don't want to give it away first. You don't need setup because when you see this, you'll know exactly what it is. Steve?
Funny without context.
I'm telling you, this next picture, this is...
Y'all said, please make sure you explain why I did what I did.
Hey, the internet lives forever.
Internet
lives forever.
No screenshot.
You have 60 seconds to fill because then we
All
got
right.
this in tag board. You got Phil.
Holiday season,
Holiday season.
Thanksgiving, family is together. You know, you got
Don't
the
change the language any because it's
oh
clean.
for sure. You got the older generation. You know, the kids are doing their thing.
I remember this.
My older aunt has on one of the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show shirts,
Which I love. Your aunt
Yeah.
wore to Thanksgiving dinner.
I'm proud of my baby. He's doing something with his life, but I can't help but
I
to
love your
notice
grandma already, or your auntie already, without even knowing her.
Jay's face is like all in her titty, man. So
My old face is all over.
it's all over Auntie's. She's just making the mac and cheese, and she's just.
And you're looking at it going, this is really creeping me out right now. Old Jay on my aunt's
this is
chest.
wild. Wow.
That ain't even cool, man.
Wow.
That ain't even cool. So what does Tyvis decide to do?
So as we're doing a pre-production meeting, Tyvis being Tyvis.
I had to know what it looked like.
So we got the picture.
I needed a visual of what it looked
One
like.
sec.
And he just so happened to be wearing the same shirt that your aunt was wearing for Thanksgiving.
But where did this thing come from? Well, that's what I don't understand. That. Where did it come from?
I wanted
What did you put under your shirt to simulate?
The basketball.
I was trying to see what he was seeing, so I got a basketball.
That's a visual. I'm all over that titty.
That was good.
Oh my God!
This
I'd
is-
forgotten all about that.
I'd
really
never seen
did.
that before.
I had forgotten all about that moment. But I was trying to picture Earl in the moment, trying not to say he was looking at his aunt's.
Yeah, that's a little weird that he's looking at his
But
aunt's
he's
boob,
looking at her making the mac and cheese, probably wiggling around. And
Yeah.
When the light bulb went off in Earl's head, that Jay is all over that. I don't know how you kept it together in front of your aunt. To be
Yeah.
honest.
I didn't even eat the mac and cheese, Jay. I didn't even eat the mac and cheese, man.
Oh my God!
So that was number 2.
Pool ball in the
This
sock.
show made it to 500 shows.
Yeah, somehow.
That's the amazing thing.
Somehow. Nobody
people
else has
come-
got this kind of insanity.
Oh, you're not getting this anywhere.
No.
No, and people come here for sports takes, right? And sometimes our sports
Boy.
takes become funny in an
Unintended way.
unintended way. And number 1, and once again, this was a consensus between production. Number 1 was a sports take that broke our guest.
You have an
Stop
idea
it.
to stop it?
Oh,
Yeah, Joe. So I pitched this to Jay Gruden when he came on. Jay Gruden
I
was a
remember
big fan of this. Said it might be flagged, but you could be the judge. You give a defensive tackle a knife.
What? Wait a minute.
I thought you were going to come up with a legitimate strategy. I was
that's
thinking-
gonna be a
Is there a
flag.
rule in the NFL rule book that
I
says you
was
can't have a
sharpening
knife on
my
the
pencil.
field? I'm just saying.
You're
Think
out of your
about
mind.
it.
You're
You're
going to
out
be
of
at
your mind.
Cuyahoga County Jail at the end
yeah,
of the day,
that's
man.
Hey,
I
Joe,
can
besides...
guarantee you Jason Kelsey's not thrusting forward like that. If
Yeah.
the defensive tackle
But-
might have a knife and he might not. You just don't know which player has it.
I'm really
Why
curious
not give
about
him a
that
grenade?
play.
Why,
He
why
from
would you stop
Cleveland.
at a
He'll be
knife?
thrusting
Give
forward.
him a machete.
Yeah,
I'm down.
Get
Even
him a
better, Joe.
machete.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
machete. Just kill the whole other team. There you
Kill
go.
them
Then
all. Yeah, there you go.
And you stop them. Speaking of which, I think about this, Joe, as a former offensive lineman. I know you're on the outside as a tackle, whereas we all try to regroup from Mike's insanity.
Yeah, I can't. I can't
I can't believe he said that.
But
You talk about a rash of injuries,
Just give
Joe.
him a knife. Stab him.
UCSS does not promote violence. I just want the world to know that.
Jason Kelsey on the injury report, stab wound. He's questionable.
Oh my
Jason
God.
Kelsey would probably play with a stab wound.
We know what Mike's airline to be Friday.
Hey,
Aaron Donald.
yeah, right. Hey, Joe, when you get...
He was done.
Yeah.
He was cooked.
And how about me trying to be the
Joe,
voice
you
of
created
reason?
I know.
That's
That's
right.
You gave him the damn nickname.
He's like,
Yeah,
nah,
that's
that
true.
stab game is not coming back.
Sorry.
Joe,
That's why
when
Joe's
you're-
my guy.
Didn't he at one point call you Mikey McMurder?
That was like 5 minutes later
Yeah,
as he
yeah,
was
yeah.
going by. Earl called me Mikey McMurder
Okay.
and then broke Joe again. So
Those were all good, but I would not have had that one number 1.